Hey guys, this is Cam coming at you from Windy Negros with another King Tut Productions video. Today we're going to talk about blacklisting and if you're declared a person non grata in the Philippines. Listen, the fact of the matter is, if you've been here long enough, you will have a local threaten you to be with deportation and blacklisting. Usually it's a disgruntled GF, but it also could be a business owner, just anyone you have a dispute with. So I thought it was important to cover this topic so you would know what to do, because there's just not a lot of good information out there. I've seen a lot of misinformation, and so I'm hoping to be able to correct that. So first and foremost, let's talk about should you be worried if you were blacklisted? If you had a disgruntled GF and she's threatening to get you kicked out and blacklisted, should you be worried? The answer is mostly no. It just depends on how well connected she or her family is. But the truth is, it's not nearly as easy to blacklist a foreigner or get a foreigner kicked out as some locals seem to think it is. So let's go over some of the main reasons why people do get blacklisted. Biggest one is overstaying your visa. They just don't take that kindly to overstayers, because I mean, all you have to do is pay. I mean, especially if you're a Westerner, every 1, 2, or 6 months you just have to pay. So they, in their minds, if you fell behind on your visa extensions, they think it's because you don't have money. Another thing is soliciting prostitutes. Yes, I'm serious. That's just, you get in trouble at the bar or something like that, they could arrest you for soliciting prostitutes. Being a drug smuggler, obviously. Participating in politics, that's a big one. I'm a political science graduate, so I can't participate in any political rallies or anything like that. Being an indigent, we kind of gone all over that in other videos. They want people with money here. Angering the wrong person. A Dutchman, his name was Nicholas Vondeling, was actually deported because he built resorts without permits, and he was declared a persona non grata by 2 different government bodies in Cebu, and subsequently deported. The expat community says it's because he didn't pay the bribes. I contacted him to ask him for his side, but he didn't reply to me, so I don't know what really happened, but that's, according to newspapers, the reason was because he built resorts without permits, and then he shouted at some government officials. So being disrespectful, angering the wrong person, we already talked about that. Also being rude to customs officials. Undesirability. Now, this is a really broad catch-all rule that they can use. By statute, there's no specific criteria of what needs to take place in order for you to be undesirable. Now, this is a big thing as to why I always recommend, if you're going to stay here, you need to get off the tourist visa. I mean, the tourist visa is the easiest to get, but it's also the easiest to take away. You're just a tourist. I mean, so technically, you can't. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to come here, take pictures, and leave. So, I mean, the fact that they allow you to stay here long is okay, but you don't have any rights. It's the same in America. If you're a tourist. Tourists in America don't have the same rights that I would have as an American citizen. So I really recommend getting off the tourist visa if you're planning on staying here. Alright, so now let's go over what to do if you got blacklisted by the Bureau of Immigration. So if you, first of all, I want to say that there's a lot of instances where people don't know they've been blacklisted until they touch down at Mactan or Naya, and then they find out that they're not welcome in the country anymore. So that's the part that is a little bit scary. That's why you can hire a immigration service. They can check for you if you suspect you may have been blacklisted, and they can see if there's a derogatory record. If you get the right person, they may be able to do it for free, but mostly some of them want you to pay. Alright, so if you do get blacklisted, here are some of the things you can do. First, you can just wait it out. Some blacklists aren't very long. A lot of them are maybe 3 months. So for example, just your public charge, competent, stowaway, and properly documented. 6 months is if you agree to voluntarily deport yourself. You overstayed less than a year. You're declared insane. You were afflicted with a loathsome or dangerous or contagious disease. Alright. A year would be like you're a pauper, unskilled manual laborer, polygamist, you're an indigent. Your visa got canceled undocumented. 5 years would be engaging in profiteering, hoarding, or black marketing, defrauding your creditors, undesirability. 10 years if you were convicted of a crime involving moral turpitude. If you were convicted of a crime under Section 45 and 46 of the Philippine Immigration Registration Act, Naturalization Law. There are some permanent ones. Big one is sex crimes. That's permanent. If you were involved in subversive activities or convicted of a crime involving drugs, that's permanent. Okay, the next one is going to be write a letter. You petition for lifting of the blacklist order. You just write a letter to the Bureau of Immigration Commission requesting your removal. A lot of those are approved, especially if it was something stupid, like you just angered a well-connected person. Those are typically sympathetic, because people are getting tired of just the well-connected and the rich just abusing their power and influence. You just write a letter. You need to say why you were blacklisted and why that reason is no longer valid. Submit some documentation to prove your case. I strongly recommend you hire an attorney to help you with this. There are reasons why your blacklist order, your petition may be denied. The big one is if you were blacklisted for being a sex offender or a drug crime. The Philippines gets money from international agencies to help fight sex offenders, specifically pedophiles and drug traffickers. So it's just not in their financial interest to let someone convicted of those crimes in. So, which means the next option, the third option, would be just to move on. You're an American, you can move on, you can. Alright, so I hope that this answers your questions. If you have any more, just leave a comment in the comment section below. I'm very curious to know how many of you guys have been threatened by NXGF to have you blacklisted. So let me know in the comment section below. Thank you. God bless.